Boyfriend befriended female coworker and said he needs that type of woman in his life. Culturally, my boyfriend just started a new job. For reference, he's black, I'm white. His trainer is an on and off again single/not single black woman. She also gives him rides to / from work. I want to trust him, so I'm okay with it. However, he came home yesterday and told me he needs that type of person in his life because she's like him, culturally, and when they talk, they get each other because how she talks is more familiar to him than me. He then started comparing her to me in a sense that I'm emotional, but she says it like it is. I do too though. He said he sees her like his cousins or like a sister. He told me before he'd keep his words with her, professional and only about work. But this morning he said he may ask relationship advice about us, from her, someday. We agreed not to ask other people in our personal lives for advice. He said before that other people aren't me, and he'd rather talk to me. But now he's backtracking. He said this after I said I was afraid of him getting close to her. He said he may get close to her. Also, he slipped up last night and said if you want me to be loyal to you, stop doubting me. He said he didn't mean that in a sense of he's going to cheat. He said he meant he's already loyal to me, so I don't need to doubt. But Freudian slip, he fell fast for me in the beginning and it seems he's moving fast here about her when she's just his trainer. Told him when he said he needed her, that it made me feel uncomfortable and inadequate. He didn't seem to get it. He said I'm enough for him. But why is he saying all this other stuff then? Should I be worried? What's really going on in his mind about her? TL, doctor, BF is black, I'm white. He befriended black female coworker and said he might get close to her. Said he sees her like a sister. Said he might ask advice about us to her. Said he needs that type of person in his life because they communicate the same, in a way I apparently don't, with him. Should I be worried? What's really going on in his mind about her? Edited to add, he also started suggesting she give him all his rides that she can. Specifically, he said she could in the morning too. But he knows full well that I can. Yeah, you should be worried. It sounds like this is heading, if not already in, emotional affair territory. Confiding intimately to another woman, especially about your relationship, is really inappropriate. Also the rides every day. Does she drive past his house anyway? Does he not have a vehicle? The huge big massive no-no for me would be the idea that he would ask her for relationship advice about you guys. Is your situation rocky to start with? Does he consistently need advice? And he thinks she's the woman to turn to for that? No. This is bad because most people seeking relationship advice tend to paint the other person as the antagonist. Nope. Nope. No. Emotional connection looming. I'd be inclined to take the previous Redditor's advice. Ask her to dinner, observe their chemistry and make a decision. I'm not liking any of this. His trainer is giving him rides to and from work and he's talking about confiding in her over personal issues. This is what we call a conflict of interest. He is trying to break the professionalism and this could cost the both of them their job. He's already relying on her for rides, which I find rather inappropriate in and of itself. TBH, I could elaborate further, this early into the new job and putting her on a pedestal over non-work related topics. I'm black, and your boyfriend tripping. If he means it, let him invite her home on a consistent basis. I'm black but it doesn't matter lol. He's not worth it. From the beginning of she's his trainer, drives him to and from work, she gets him, and is willing to give him advice about your relationship that automatically means 1, you are not getting all of his emotional energy and he's borderline emotionally cheating and 2, it's not even a Freudian slip, he admitted he would cheat on you if pissed off enough. What kind of morals are those? Find someone who treats you as number 1 and the only one. Tit for tat. My partner asked me to throw him the keys to the front door and I accidentally misjudged the throw distance and they hit his lip quite hard. I immediately went over to comfort him and apologize as I felt terrible. I said where did it hit you and he showed me by shoving his finger into my lip really hard and said there. It really hurt and he did it on purpose and now I am feeling weird about it, quite upset even but not sure if I am making a big deal of nothing. Do you think I am overreacting in being upset that he deliberately did it to pay me back? Red flag. I lifted my hand to move my bands from my face one time when an ex was leaning in for a kiss and I didn't know and I hit his face by accident. He claimed I did it on purpose. He threw the scrunchie he had in his hand at my face and I know it was just a scrunchie, but I know if he had something else in his hand, he would have thrown that too. Leave. Abusers like these don't understand accidents and react in anger. I was blow drying my hair with my face flipped down towards the floor and my husband came in to kiss me on the back of the head, and I couldn't hear him because the blow dryer was going, and I am a jumpy person and saw his feet/legs appear, so I whipped my head up fast right as he was going in for the kiss. Needless to say, I smacked him hard in the face and I had a large bump on the back of my head, but it was a complete and total accident. We laughed about it then, after recovering from the pain. And he no longer comes in for kisses while I'm blow drying my hair. He is a total dick. It will only get worse from here. He's a dick. That's really shit of him. I agree with fuckface. You hurt him by accident. He hurt you on purpose. That's a huge difference and something you should take very seriously. I have a rule. A partner gets one chance to touch me in anger. A poke, a grab, moving me aside to rush past me. Hitting is an automatic trip to jail and break up. They can make the mistake one time. After that, if they ever put a single finger on me in anger again, it's over. And I mean one finger laid gently across my arm. If you're angry, your hands need to be kept to yourself. If you can't do that, you need to remove yourself from the situation. If you can't do that, we're done. It's a bright line boundary and I make it perfectly clear. I can't have a husband. I've had a few boyfriends and a few flings. Every guy that I, F24, have been with has cared about looks a lot. Even the guys I haven't been with. The ones that I rejected and the ones that rejected me. The ones that were friends. It seems they value how hot you are and how young you are so much. I'm constantly trying to look girly, the way I sit and eat. I'm trying to cover up my crow's feet with makeup. I'm trying to make my laugh sound high-pitched and young. I'm tired. All the men I know say they care if their girlfriend is smart and funny, but they keep chasing whichever girl is the youngest and prettiest. It's breaking my heart. I can't have a husband because I don't want to be married to someone who is so brainwashed or entranced by beauty. It feels shallow and it makes me feel less human. Women, what are you guys doing to live with this? Men, please tell me the truth. Do the majority of you value us based off of how young/soft/cute/feminine we are? None of my boyfriends have done anything out of the norm. It's the normal that breaks me up. The following 19-20-year-old models on Instagram. The talking a long time with our friend who doesn't have much to say but is pretty. The staring at young girls, even ones that are teenagers. The asking me to shave more body hair off and wear uncomfortable underwear. Telling me I'm cute or calling me kid or adorable, instead of admiring my adult accomplishments. I don't think I want to be married like I imagined when I was a kid. Not every guy is looks obsessed. My husband is not. He loves to brag about me and is super supportive. All of our male friends are equally supportive of their wives. I think you need to branch out from your usual type. You'll find a guy who values you. I promise they are out there. I'm constantly trying to look girly, the way I sit and eat. Please don't do that. Do you want to live your marital life pretending, or do you want to live your truth? You don't want to appear attractive to a random guy. You want to attract someone who is right for you. Edit. Whoa, didn't expect this comment to blow up or to get my first award on this account. Thanks, D. I didn't add this before, but as others have said, you have serious self-esteem issues and need to work on it first. Your life will be much better for it. Smile. 21M, I thought pretty much this about the opposite gender. I had a really abusive ex and thought that all women were like that. I honestly thought I wouldn't even get into a relationship, let alone get married. 3 years later and some hard lessons and growing up, I ended up dating my now wife and everything is going great thanks to God or luck. If you don't believe in that, though, that's how it is. Long. You just need to open yourself up completely and be completely honest with yourself, others as well, but yourself 100%, because if you don't know yourself, how are you going to know what you need in a relationship? How can you decipher what kind of man is actually going to be a strong, mature, caring, and loving husband, who could still be with you in your worst state possible and raise you up to be your best. That's what a healthy relationship is. It's not being content with who someone is now and never growing, or worse, not being content with the person you're with but still staying with them. It's encouraging someone to be their best because you see them in a better light. I think all the guys you are attracted to is a huge issue, or at least the ones you let into your life. There are so many guys who would treat you right, better than you could even imagine. The problem is finding them. And it starts with you. You need to become a better you, a confident, sexy, seductive, mature, and today I fucked up a woman of your own. My wife is by no means girly, but I can't put a number on how today I fucked up and attractive she is to me. And no, looks are definitely not what I base her femininity on. I value who she is by her heart and who she will be. Good luck, up. Why are you dressing yourself up to attract the kind of man you don't want? Be yourself, then you might have a fighting chance of finding someone who loves you for you. You are 24. You don't need to be covering up perceived flaws with makeup. You don't need to pretend to be a certain way. You're young, today I fucked up, and you don't need to worry about landing a husband. Fuck that shit. Girl, go live your life. Go out and take some fun classes, scarf down a giant cheeseburger, wear what's comfortable, get that tattoo you always wanted, travel if you can. Don't you dare worry about doing shit to impress boys. Be authentically you, and one day a person who likes what he sees will come into your life. I'm almost 37. If I could back to 24, I'd say fuck that to dating and do things differently. I did eventually meet a great guy who loves me and we married, but we never pretended to be other people.